Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am Jamara J. Smith, where it is my desire to help you find your purpose, fulfill your destiny, and to have successful relationships in every area of your life. Now, if you are new to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button so that you can be a part of the Jam fam. Well, today is story time. I wanted to do story time with you all today because based upon the last video that I posted, I had a couple of questions. Now, the last video I posted was a family trip that I take with my daughter and my son every year to Great Wolf Lodge. Now, that's an indoor water park. I've been taking my kids to this water park ever since they were little kids. And my kids are young adults now, and I've been taking them since they were little. It's just kind of become a Christmas tradition. Every December we go. And so normally I take, a lot of people with us, but because of the pandemic, I just decided to make it just an intimate trip with just my daughter Alexis, my son Isaiah, and then we had a special guest. Now, for those of you that don't know, I was previously married for a decade. And during that time frame, we were separated. And during that separation, my ex-husband had another child during the marriage with someone else. And of course, that's a hurt and a pain that I wouldn't wish on anybody. The rejection and abandonment and just the devastation of that is something that I, of course, had to go through and deal with and recover from. But nonetheless, there was a child that was born, an innocent child that didn't have anything to do with this situation. So I decided that I wanted to, after I was able to recover from the hurt, I wanted to incorporate this child into my children's life. And so that's what I wanted to do. That's what I agreed to do with my ex-husband. Now, since then, he has had two additional kids since our divorce. So he has three additional children outside of the daughter and the son that he has with me. And all three of those children, they call me Aunt Jamara because I treat them just as if they're my own kids, and I love them just like they're my own kids. So the special guest that people were asking about, that is the child that my ex-husband had during our marriage, and I love her just like I love all of the kids together. And so she was a special guest that came with us to Great Wolf Lodge, and that is not the first time that she's come with us to Great Wolf Lodge, and I pretty much see her all the time, just like I see all of Alexis and Isaiah's brothers and sisters all the time, because I have a relationship with all of them, and they have a relationship with me. So that was the special guest that you saw in the last video that I uploaded when we went to Great Wolf Lodge. Now, I know that I kind of skimmed over a lot of what I went through, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's just a whole lot. It's a lot that, like I said, that was a very traumatizing marriage that I was in, and I'm just thankful to God that I have recovered from that whole situation, moved on, and I have a happy whole life as a single woman of God right now. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you all because I did have some questions, and people were wondering, well, I thought she only had two kids. Yes, I do only have two kids. But if you know me, then people who know me know I love children. I just do. I love kids. I love children because they just want to be loved. And I love just being able to impart, some of my knowledge into their lives and just make their lives that much better by the grace of God. And so, like I said, I was previously married, and here's the kicker. I was previously married to my ex-husband, not once, but twice. Yes. I know it's crazy. Yes, I married and divorced my ex-husband twice. That is correct. So after we were separated and divorced, once he had the child during our marriage, eventually as time went on, as God forgives us, he came and asked for forgiveness and wanted to get back together. So I agreed. And then we were back together, back remarried, and as husband and wife all over again. But then I knew that it was not going to work out because, some of the things that were going on the first time around happened the second time around. And so I was out. I was done. So I filed for divorce. And so, yeah, that was a time frame of 10 years. All of my 20s, I was married. I got married at 19, had my daughter at 20, had my son at 23, and was finally divorced at 29. So from 19 to 29, I was married. And then you just have that little break in between where we were divorced for a little while, and then we had got back together. So yeah, that was the whole spill of it. And I actually get along with their mothers, and if they need me for anything, I am there for them. And that's just the way I chose to live my life. And that is the way I chose to deal with the situation. And like I said, when it all went down in the beginning, was it easy? Absolutely not. Would I wish that kind of pain on any woman? No, I would not. Because that is a very devastating thing to go through, because that is rejection and abandonment. Because during that time frame, he also left. He was not, he did not want to be in a relationship anymore. So he left. And so I had to deal with rejection, abandonment, and there was a child being born. All of this happened during my marriage the first time around. So yeah, that was not an easy thing to go through, but I'm just so grateful that in spite of the rejection, in spite of the abandonment, in spite of everything that I went through, I am grateful to God that that journey brought me to where I am right now, which is fulfilling the call of God on my life and living my life to the fullest and having a very purposeful life and a whole life, because I'm happy from the inside out and I have the joy of the Lord, which is my strength. It's not about what's going on the outside. It's not my environment. It's not anything that's, going on around me. It's what's going on the inside of me that gives me reassurance to know that everything is always working out for our good, even if we don't see it, even if we don't feel like it. Everything works out for our good. Even the mistakes that we make, the things that we feel like are unforgivable, God some kind of way just always works it out for our good. So whatever journey that you're on, whatever hardships that you're currently going through, just know that you're going to get through that tunnel. At the end of that tunnel, there's going to be a purpose. There's going to be a destiny that God wants you to walk out. And sometimes he has to get our attention in order for us to get back in the will of God for our lives, because I was willing to completely abort my purpose, abort my destiny, all for the sake of being married and having this ideal life that I thought was going to make me happy. Well, it didn't work out that way. God got my attention in a good way. I didn't see it back then. I didn't think it was going to be a good thing back then because of the hurt. But once you get through it, because you will get through it, sis, trust me, you will get through it. And once you come out on the other side, you will be a completely different person. You will be the person that you were born to be, fulfilling the purpose and the plans that God has for your life. And I promise you, it is well worth it. So if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I hope you have a blessed and prosperous day. And I will see you at the next video. Bye-bye.